Hey guys, Movie Junkie for Life here again, and this is my better late than never review of Happy Death Day. And this movie stars Jessica Roth as Tree, weird name, and she's this girl who's basically reliving the day of her murder over and over again, and she has to figure out who did it to stop it from happening. So it's Groundhog Day meets Scream, if you want to put it that way. Happy Death Day. Now, this is one of those movies, horror movies, that people kind of went crazy over. So I decided to check it out to see what the big deal was, to see if it's really as good as some people are saying it is. And as a fan of horror, I would say not really. It's alright. First of all, the premise. It's basically Groundhog Day, and people have done this movie time and time again. There's been just the other day, Marlon Wayans did one called Naked, where they use the same premise again. So using the premise in a horror movie is very interesting. I like that idea, you know, being able to relive the day of your murder over and over again and having to figure out who did it. I don't think it's something I remember seeing before in horror, so that was interesting. And Jessica does a good job. She's engaging enough, likable enough, because she's supposed to be a kind of a mean girl character. But, you know, of course, the whole idea being that, like Groundhog Days, you have to learn your lessons so that the day would stop repeating itself. There's some twist in there that you will see coming from a mile away if you're a fan of horror. And I think this is where this movie starts to lose me. Because while everybody is excited, and that's great, if you enjoyed this movie, good on you. But if you're a fan of horror, like you're a big fan of the genre, things like this, you're gonna see the who did it come from like the first half of the movie. If you're paying attention, you're gonna figure out very quickly who did it. And they try to make it seem like it's a bigger mystery than it is. They're throwing a red herring to try and throw you off, but you're gonna know. And if you're like me, you're just gonna watch this movie and then probably forget about it afterwards. That's not to say the movie isn't entertaining on some levels. I did like the baby mask, you know. I didn't think it was scary, but it was original, so I give them that. Although it does kind of remind me of the Cupid mask in, is it Valentine's or something like that? Check the name of that horror movie, David Boreanaz. He wore a Cupid mask that was kind of similar to this one. So, Happy Death Day. I'm not going to say don't watch it. I think it's a movie that might be fun to watch with a group of friends if you have nothing better to do and just, you know, get drunk and have fun watching it. But is it a horror movie? I don't know. I don't even feel like it rates as a horror film because it's not scary in the least. It has a couple jump scares here and there, and again, jump scares don't really do it for me. I like atmosphere, I like mood, good acting, that sort of thing. And so I'm gonna give Happy Death Day a 4.5 out of 10. It's not a bad film in, you know, by any stretch of the imagination. It manages to entertain here and there. But if you're paying attention to this movie, if you're gonna get invested in this film, the plot holes are a mile wide. It just doesn't, the rules that they introduce into this movie when it comes to what happens to her every time she comes back, it doesn't add up. It doesn't equate with the way she dies. I'm trying not to get into too many details for those who haven't seen it. It's a ridiculous film with a premise we've seen before, but I give them points for trying something new. So Happy Death Day gets a 4.5 out of 10. And that's going to be it for me, guys. So until next time, bye bye.